currently here in Hawaii, and what we're doing is we're going to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that's been coming out with GLM5, um, Codex 5.3. Are you all using it? Also, what's happening in the world of Opus 4.6, and just kind of be vibing out right now. This is basically just going to be more of like a chill stream, and we're just going to hang out probably just for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes for an hour. And this is an IRL stream, so you can kind of see, I'll just take you a little bit and show you the vibes, because we're just kind of hanging out here in the house. And this is also me kind of testing out my setup to making sure that my microphone's working. Last time I did this stream, my microphone wasn't working and I was really disappointed, but we were in front of the Apple store and I appreciate everyone who got to hang out with me. So what I want to go ahead and do is first I want to make sure that all the stuff is currently working like it's supposed to. Also, has anybody been using GLM 5? Are you liking it as far as a model to use for coding and stuff? Because that's something that I want to go ahead and check out today. Also, if you're interested in my Clawbot setup, it's actually kind of hanging out here. It's next to my drinks and stuff, which is super dangerous because if I spill this thing, basically my Mac Mini is still to cook, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's what's up. I also noticed that on X, my posts don't, my live streams don't get posted up unless like I post them stuff. So I have to figure out where my actual stream is and figure, yeah. So I have to click my live button. So my live stuff doesn't get auto posted. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is hit this little share button and hit post this live right now. So I'm gonna have to do this right now so that way people can see it. So it's discard. So I'm gonna just do this right here so that way people can actually join in, because otherwise people won't really be able to discover the stream on X. Also, if you drop any comments, they should be showing up right here. So I'm gonna show you that real quick. Like I'm gonna hit enter, hit post. So I'll show you real quick. So hit yo. So theoretically, yeah, see, if you're on X, basically your comments will show up live and I'll be able to read them live, which is really cool. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that because I'll be kind of cooked. As far as, so yeah, I thought this kind of, hey, how's it going? DX Core, welcome to the stream. Appreciate everyone. Studio. And so, yeah, I think my YouTube stuff should be connected pretty soon. All right, so as far as like GLM5, I think one of the things I wanted to check out here was, let's see if I can do this here. All right, cool. So yeah, this is the vibes. Let me take you outside. Since you're here with me right now, I want to show you what it's like outside. Hola from Barcelona. Barcelona, how's it going? Oh, I haven't been this, I was in Spain last year in the spring. It was so freaking gorgeous. I was also in Barcelona too, which was amazing. Such a beautiful area. But check this out. Here's where we are, friends. This is such a vibe right now. Welcome to heaven. This is what heaven feels like. So it just rained. So I gotta leave the house in like 30 minutes. So I think what we might do is just try to see if we can go hit the beach. So the beach is basically right over there. And I'll show you real quick. Let me just kind of zoom in. Yo, what's up? Hey, what's up, brother? Let's go. He's totally bumping it, you know what I mean? So let's see if I can it's like Florida. Kind of. Yeah. Oh, it's raining right now. Oh, my bad. It's not really raining. It's actually me. There's a lot of rain that just happened. So let me gonna get this over here. I'm gonna show you really quick. So there's the ocean. It's right there. And I'm gonna just kind of sneak it up a little bit on us so that way we can look down. Sorry. I know it's disoriented right now. Looks very nice though. Yeah. Let's see what the waves are like way out there. It's kind of hard to see, but let's see if I can kind of track it over here through the through this other area. Sometimes I can see through here. That's the Mokalua's way out there. Yeah, it's just hard to see. So yeah, that's what's up. It's super nice, super chill. You can hear all the birds and stuff. So let me just kind of open up the microphone so you can hear more. So now you probably hear more of the scene. It's just opened up. Hear more of the birds and stuff in the morning. It's a really cool vibe. So yeah, let's go walk around the block. What are you guys cooking with right now? Have you guys tried the new model in OpenClaw, like the GLM5, or also MinMax? Just I think 2.5 just dropped too. Damn, there's so many good model releases right now, and I want to kind of check those out too, because yeah, MinMax would be awesome. If you're wondering what the studio kind of looks like, I'm going to show you real quick. So this is kind of the setup. I got the kitchen, yeah, relaxing vibe. And I made my coffee this morning with my little Chemex stuff. And so that's kind of what we got there. And then we also have like the TV, and then like this is kind of where I have my little camera stuff set up, and this is kind of where we're buying. Missed your live when Opus 4.6 and Codex dropped. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some more coding with that stuff pretty soon. Can you debrief us on GLM5? You know, I need to get that stuff set up. I'm GLM Pro Plan, but agent failed before the apply. Oh man, not yet. Still need to be, still need to set my OpenClaw up with a promo code from DigitalOcean. Don't do DigitalOcean, bro. Like we gave up on them. So I want to give you a download on what happened with DigitalOcean. So they pulled up on the stream with Lizzie, and she gave a promo code. A couple of my friends signed up. They didn't really get the promo code to work for them, and they tried to reach out, and no one's been reaching out to try to get that resolved because they promised $600 of stuff. They are not an official sponsor of Ray Fernando or any of my streams. I was there at the OpenClaw event, so they were sponsors of the OpenClaw specific events, and so there may have been people who have signed up and you know, weren't able to use their promo code, and so they spent $30 or something for a plan, and it wasn't really clear, even though people Googled around for how to apply the promo. So I really don't recommend them myself personally, and it's not something that I would want to see, you know, have you waste your time on, because other people have been burned by it, and I don't like people who do that type of business. So that's what's up. Official from GLM. Okay, so let me just pop open the stream right now and see if I can kind of get that going with GLM, because I feel like, yeah, let me just put this over here so that way we can kind of hang a little bit. Okay, yeah, this is my first time doing IRL stream like this, but still not working. Okay, yeah, let's see GLM5. So let's just pop open the specs and just take a look at their blog. So what I'm basically doing is taking a look at their blog post right now and seeing kind of what's going on. Try from ZAI. So a lot of people are talking about it. So scaling is one of the most important ways to improve intelligence efficiently for artificial general intelligence. So compared to 4.5, GLM5 scales from 335 parameters, 335 billion parameters, which is 32 billion active, to 744 billion parameters, or 40 billion active, and increases pre-training data from 32 terabytes to 28.5 T tokens. Oh, trillion tokens. Okay. GLM5 also integrates DeepSeek sparse attention. Oh, this is really interesting. Hey, what's going on, tech friend? Aloha. We're taking a look at the GLM5 basically specs online and trying to decode it and figure out what this could mean for us, and then see if we can actually try to use it. And so is it on fireworks.ai? So I mess with Fireworks because they're so cool. I don't have any affiliates and stuff like that, but they're cool. Fireworks.ai. And then I also want to see if it's also available on Droid, because if this thing's available on Droid, it's going to be such a no-brainer. Okay, Ghosty. So I'm going to pull up Ghosty real quick, and I'm going to see if I can get into a project, workspace, and then see if I can load up Droid real quick, Droid, and then see if sometimes they have the models available right away. GLM 4.5 is strong. Also min-max 2.5. Yeah, so there's a couple places. I have Droid pulled up right now. Let me go ahead and see if I can pull up the model selection. Let's see, they have GLM 4.7, which is at a quarter of the cost. And then, oh, they also have Kimi 2.5. I don't know, I mean, I've tried Kimi 2.5 and Droid, it's pretty cool. How do you find Composer 1.5? Is it really SOTA coding model? I want to find out, and I want to do some coding with that too. I haven't really had a chance to fully go crazy with it, but if you stay tuned later today, I'm going to be coding more with that live, and that's what we're going to do. You can use the API on Droid with Max Plan, a no-brainer. Oh, so okay. Are you using GLM directly, and is it going? Do they have servers or inference in the US? I'm really curious, because a lot of times when I'm hitting an endpoint in China, it takes so long. Even though I'm in Hawaii, I'm technically closer. It still takes a long time. It's really weird. It's just probably the routing and just demand too, right? Okay, so I don't see, that's the current offerings I see right now in Droid. Let me just restart the Droid app because there's some more updates. Also, I'm taking a look at fireworks.ai and trying to see what plans they have available. Also, my chat's not hooked up to YouTube, which I wanted to see. Yes, okay. I wanted my YouTube chat, which would be fire. Okay. OBS? No, okay. It's okay. Wait, is my YouTube? Yeah, we are streaming on YouTube because that's how I'm seeing the chat coming in. Okay. Let's see what's going on right now. So let me see if I can see models. Yeah, we have GLM5 on Fireworks. All right, cool. So have you guys set this up on fireworks.ai? So it looks like they do have it available. What's the cost here right now? So it's $1 per input and 3.2 for the output. Isn't that similar to like Gemini Flash or Gemini Pro? Huh. This is cool. Okay. Yeah, so let me just kind of show you real quick what this is looking like. So this is what I got pulled up right now. So I got the GLM5, and this looks like it's currently available here. And so they have like a serverless deployment, which is probably what we'll need. And then we're going to try to see if we can configure this inside of Droid, which would be kind of cool, right? So this would be like try and playground, deploy on demand. And so the way I'm going to try to do it in Droid is probably ask Droid itself to configure itself / model. Okay. And so in here, let me just kind of zoom in on this a little bit. So in here we have, let's see, Droid Core, which is Kimi 2.5, GLM 4.7. So we don't have the latest one yet. And so we're going to have to configure that here. And then on these ones, okay, so we have the older ones there. So I'm just going to say, can you look up the following documentation here and see how we can set up the model inside of Droid? And then I'm just going to grab this key here because this is the model key for this thing. And then I'm going to go back to Ghosty. Please bear with me. This is my first time trying to do this IRL stream stuff. And I'm trying to do it so that like everyone can learn at the same time. So I'm going to say the model key is this. And then I'm going to do space, backslash tech, paste, backtick again. And so the backticks just delineate the model name. And then I'm going to copy and paste the URL from Fireworks AI. So this is how we set up a prompt. I want to set it up from Fireworks AI, and here is the URL for this model. Paste. Go. So this should basically be using my Opus 4 point something max to set this up. And so right now you can see it doing like a web fetch, and it's going to basically be doing, and then you can see the prompt. That's the prompt up there for how I set this up here. And you can kind of see. So now we're basically, how's it hanging? Hey man, dude, we're totally chilling right now. I'm doing an IRL stream and I'm holding, yo, Tech Friend in the chat, bro. I don't know if you know, bro, Tech Friend's a legend. He's the one that put me on the whole OpenClaw stuff, right? So what do we have here? Add this to your factory settings.json. Create the file if it doesn't exist or merge into an existing model array. Cool. So get your API key from Fireworks AI, save the config to here. Let's see. Okay, so about GLM5, it's a 700 billion parameter MOE model, activates 40 billion from ZAI with 202K context length. And so it targets complex systems engineering agentic tasks. I want you to use Xcode to look up and see if there's any specific parameters we should tweak with Fireworks AI based off the initial feedback from people testing, because a lot of people have been starting to use this model very recently. I also want to understand my API keys and where I should save them so that they're secure and I don't leak anything. I really don't want to leak anything. And because I am currently doing a live stream and I have the camera currently pointed at this terminal, I don't want to leak any of those keys here as well. Okay, sending that off. And I'm gonna basically let my little droid here, my little droid thing is gonna do its thing here. Okay, cool. So I'm letting Droid basically do some work in here on my laptop right now. And so for those who are just kind of following along, what we're doing is we're trying to get the GLM5 set up using Fireworks AI. So Fireworks AI is a North American provider of, they've taken the model weights from GLM5, they're hosting it. It's an extremely large model as far as 744 billion parameters. You're gonna need a lot of memory to run that thing if you're gonna try to, I don't think most people can run that stuff locally actually at all. And so what's gonna be awesome is to see if we can use a provider and then put that into, Droid. So we'll be paying out of pocket. So it looks like it's per million tokens. We're gonna spend $1 for the input and then $3.20 for the output for what we're gonna do there. I think as far as context length, I'm gonna see what they say as far as that type of stuff as well. So let's see what we can pull up here. So So I'm just reading the documentation. What's the text to speech you're using? So I'm using Whisperflow. So rfer.me/WISPR. So that's where you can go ahead and sign up Whisperflow. If you do sign up, it actually does an affiliate. I have an affiliate with them, and it gives a kickback to the channel, which is very helpful. And so what I want to do going forward, by the way, and this is kind of my new thing I'm going to announce right now live on stream, is that I am now going to like have this streams and stuff basically without ads. So typically I would sign up for like, you know, have YouTube do this AdSense and stuff. But I noticed some comments recently that YouTube is extremely aggressive at running ads on my streams. And I really don't like that. You know, that's part of the reason why I really don't like Twitch very much, is because Twitch is so aggressive and they interrupt the streams, and I find that really annoying. So I find it like I have control over that. The other thing is that other people like Hostinger, for example, like they run ads on my live streams, like they target my channel. And so some of them will take over banner ads and make it appear like I'm actually like supporting them, like I actually endorse it, but I get zero anything, right? They're paying lots of money. And so like, I don't want to endorse products by accident, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Twitch has like 5 ads in a row. It's so terrible. And you can't even skip them. They're horrible. So I'm trying to figure that out. So I need to set up the stream key inside of Restream and figure out how I can get that ad free. Because right now I think, actually, let me go ahead and see if I can set that up right now in the studio, because I hope I can do that after the fact. Because, or if you come watch it on a video on demand, because there's a live stream I did for Swift with Rude Drunk, and we go through how to get started with iOS 26 and make an app using all the glass stuff, and there's so much stuff in there. But the person actually had to stop watching because there was too much ads. Some Codex stuff shipping today in the Pro plan. Ooh, I gotta check that out too. Okay, cool. Thanks, George, you're awesome. Let me go and check that out. And so, yeah. So people who sign up through like affiliate links and people who you know, sign up through memberships are going to be pretty important. I also have some sponsorships that are going to be coming down the pipeline for some of the channel sponsors. So that's going to be super helpful to keep the channel going, because I want to keep the like live stream stuff totally like ad free, so that we can just kind of come hang out and not be like interrupted all the time. Because I feel like, you know, hanging out is like very, very important to me. Sam Altman tweeted about it. Keep your eye out. Okay. Yeah, that guy is so good at keeping up hype, so let's go. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I just want to kind of get out of the way, like a little public service announcement. I also have to head out like in like 10 minutes or something. So I've got to do this as soon as possible and super fast. Okay, so what's going on? Okay, so we were talking about ads, we were talking about Fireworks AI and getting that stuff set up, and then somebody, live stream and my channel. Okay, so if I go to my stream right now, to my channel, and go to content, and I'll be able to pull up some things here. So I appreciate everyone's patience. Basically, we're setting up GLM 4.7. Okay, so I can go to monetization right now and say off and hit done, hit save. Awesome. Okay, so I've turned monetization off on, so this exact live stream that we're watching right now, I've currently turned it off. So if you're watching right now, you shouldn't see any ads on YouTube. So if you're on any other platform, you're seeing ads, just go to YouTube and just go watch there. That way you don't get any ads served to you, because that's just, it's really dumb. Yeah, let's see, hit save. Okay, cool. So I go to details. Okay, cool. So now we are cooking. Let me go here. Sweet. It's really dumb. Okay. All right, let's go. George Wing loves life. Now we are. And I met both of you in person, Tech Friend in London yesterday. 5.3 Spark just dropped. Let's go take a look at 5.3. Let's see, Codex, x.com. I'm just taking a look right now. You know what's funny? I just canceled my Pro plan, so I have to probably renew it again. Bro, this is too much, bro. Okay, let's see. I see it. Oh my God, y'all are crazy right now. So literally the only way I keep up with news is through X. So let's take a look. So introducing 5.3 Codex Spark, our ultra-fast model built for real-time coding. So we're rolling it out as a research preview for ChatGPT Pro users in the Codex, CLI, and CLI extension. So what is this Spark thing? You can just build things? Okay. So it looks like they have, let me just kind of, so it's ultra fast model. So it just, you can use Codex, Spark, and it's just, oh my God, that's crazy. No way. Okay. So Spark is the first milestone in our partnership with Cerebras. Oh, wow. These guys absolutely cooked. So let's see if I can try to see if I can get this going on here. So let's see, this is the model. Codex will continue to get faster. We've optimized the infrastructure on the critical path of the agent by improving response streaming. It's a research preview. Womp womp. Okay, so these results should roll out across all models in Codex over the next few weeks. And Spark is currently the only text-only 128 context windows, so we'll introduce more capabilities, including larger windows, larger context length. Damn. Oh, damn. It's... Okay. Oh, so right now they're keeping it to 120K token context length. We're giving a small group of API customers early access to Codex Spark to experiment with their products, helping us continue the optimizing beyond Codex. We'll expand to more ChatGPT users and API developers as we add more capacity. So it's super limited in terms of who can use it. Finally, it won't cost $150 per million tokens. This is crazy. Okay, so let's see if I actually have access to Spark. So if I type in Codex, I should have launched my Codex app. Let me see if I can get this. See Codex. So let's see if I can launch the app, because I probably lost access to everything because I canceled it all. So yeah, in my settings, I basically have settings, general, back to app or something like that. So if I go up, let me update. I gotta update the app. But finally, we're adjusting the speed. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have 5.3 Codex. Okay, try Codex now. Okay, and then if I go here, can I get Spark? Codex Mini, okay. Default permissions. I probably won't get access to it because I don't have like the blessed plan. Let's see, chatgpt.com. Just really curious. Safari. I literally just exported everything. ChatGPT. Damn, they're gonna make me sign up again. I'm spending so much money on compute. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so I have a free offer, guys. Should I sign up for the free offer? So my free offer is basically, I can get Try Plus for 1 month free, but I want Pro for 1 month free. You know? All right, I'm gonna cancel that. Go back. Okay. So let's see. If I go ChatGPT, cool. Let me chat Codex. Okay. Can I? Sometimes they let you get the model. Like if you just kind of hack around here. Let's see. Like, can I mess around? Describe a task. Let's see if I can get something here. What we need is GLM5 on Cerebras. Yeah. I don't see the model here. Okay, cool. I don't. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna try to hack around. Let me see if I can get Codex up and running too. I pulled up to give my support for what you do. Hey man, I do appreciate that. Yeah, I just turned off monetization for this live stream too, and you know, appreciate everyone's support. And like, I wanna, like, I got inspired by Alex Finn because he said he keeps his live streams ad free, and I was like, that's genius. That is so genius because I like this whole hangout aspect of it. But the other thing we talked about when I spoke with Alex is that like, a lot of advertisers will pay like lots of money to advertise just through YouTube and not through you directly. So you could accidentally be like sort of endorsing things you don't really believe in or like. So in his case, like there could be companies like, you know, all these hosting companies that are advertising on his channel, and he definitely does not believe in like these hosting companies for the most part, right? So like for hosting Clawbot, you know, so like they're just trying to take advantage of a trend, and it's like, you know, if you control the channels, if like the whole reason my channel exists is because everyone like you shows up to the channels and it hangs out with us, right? So like we are the community. It's like, you know, like these people, yeah. So that's what I really appreciate. So yeah, we'll have sponsors and stuff coming up, and you know, there'll be people that we mess with, but sponsors who come into our channel will also have to like give us credit and let us play around with things, right? So people just can't enter our community just because you know, they pay the creator a bunch of money. It's kind of like my theory as well. You know, they got to do stuff for the community. And so let's take a look and see if I can take a look at platform.openai.com. So the reason why I'm doing this, OpenAI. So what I want to see is if I have API access, because if I have API access, then we can test Spark, right? So I thought I had access to the model, but let's see. Continue with Google. So I'm logging in right now. Shoot. Let me go back to my account. Hopefully I have API access. That'd be crazy. Okay, so let me, yeah, because if I have API access, then we'll be able to test the Spark. Okay. Actually, let me try Codex. I'm going to launch Codex in a different terminal window, and so that way we can see Codex and update now. Okay, cool. Run the update. All right, so let's see. I have the chat API keys. All right, so I usually have like the level 5 access. And let me see if I can go trip planner. Cool. No Spark is only Codex in the Codex subscription. I thought they also said that they partnered with some people for third-party access. Let me see. I'm running Codex right now on the terminal. And we're going to see what we can get here. Okay, /model. And current is Codex 5.3. Yeah, okay. So I don't have that. And in my API docs, let me see if I can change this model. Spark, Codex. Yeah, I don't even have 5.3 on the API yet. Okay, let me just change the actual businesses. Log out. And then log into a different account and see if I have access there. Yo, what's going on? But you're able to use the API, hit programmatically like an API. So that's what I'm going to do right now next. So I'm going to try to see if I can hit it through the API and see what I got. Because sometimes I get access to it, sometimes I don't. But yeah, I'm not one of those like coveted researchers or something, so we'll see. Because that'd be crazy, right? I gotta leave. Okay, I can use my pass key. This is really cool. It's still raining out. Okay, API keys, usage. So I can go to chat. What OpenClaw is built on top of? OpenClaw is built on top of lots of things. They're using Pi the agent. Oh, I see. You're asking about, do I know the Pi agent? I can't read that comment, George, but something. Oh, like use a Pi agent harness to use GP3 3.5 with the Spark? That would be kind of crazy, actually. Let's see. Okay. Trip planner. Okay. Codex. Yeah, I don't have the only version I have is 5.2, so I'm not one of those like ones that has super access right now. Yeah, okay, so I don't have access to it. Opus 4.5, GLM5 sucks for me, but I'm gonna try Minimax 2.5, as have some crazy benchmarks. Yeah, so I want to see if like Fireworks AI also supports that as well. Howdy. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that since Pi AI lets you use Pi as an API, giving you Codex Spark. Yeah, so first of all, I guess you have to get access to Codex Spark, which I currently don't right now. And then the second part is, yeah, then you can use it as Pi within Pi agent. Or I could use it inside of Droid too. Like Droid always crushes. Oh, actually, do I have access to the model inside of Droid? Because it literally just came out. Is Minmax 2.5 in OC already? I only showed 2.1. Let me just try some things real quick. Droid? Dude, this stuff comes out so crazy fast. Damn, that'd be crazy. 128K tokens and just going. So on my previous stream, we were using the Opus 4.6 fast. So I want to do a comparison like Spark versus Opus. I'll probably use, let's see, GPT 5.1. Okay, so I don't have 5.3 yet. Okay. Okay, so I have Opus fast mode. So hard to keep up, right? We have Pro Plan, but I'm not sure it's in the UK though. Okay, oh, I see. Dang. Yeah. I feel like I should sign up for the Pro Plan again. Yeah. But I gotta leave here like in 5 minutes. Oh, I was supposed to leave a couple minutes ago, but everyone just started showing up on stream. Okay, so as of now, yeah, I don't see it as of now on my stuff. So here's what Droid is showing. Droid is basically showing me this. Let me fix this here. Sorry, I have to get my gimbal stuff set up. So basically, as you can see, we only have these models listed here. So I don't even have 5.3 yet in Droid. And then what we were trying to set up earlier was to set up GLM5 so that we can start using with Fireworks AI. And then the other model that I wanted to see if they have available here is the min-max one, which I don't think they have it yet. The 5.2 one. Because it's a pretty big weight model, so let's see. Mini-max. I think they only have 2.1. They don't have 2.5. Yeah, there's no 2.5. Dang it. Oh, man. Okay, so they have GLM5, and they have Kimi 2.5, and then DeepSeek 3.2. So yeah. So this is the GLM5 one, and it's also great for document generation and enterprise workloads. So we'll see. So yeah, this is basically GLM5. It's 1 in and 3.2 out for the per million. And then this is going to be the one that we can basically get set up inside of Droid. And so in here, because we're doing the live stream, basically what it says is to, you can optionally add extra args if you want to override the defaults. But what they were saying here is open router over GLM5. Oh, for GLM5? See, with open router, like you don't know what model you're going to get routed to versus just Fireworks. You know, I find Fireworks to be very dependable. I need to reach out to them because I use them a lot, and they should sponsor the show so that way everyone can get credits too. Because if I use stuff, then you guys use stuff too, and they benefit because I talk about them. But whatever, that's a later problem. Okay, so max output tokens they're saying is 2048 is not specified, which is too low for coding tasks. So GLM supports up to 202,000. So OpenClaw is basically just allowing you to, it's like an enhanced agent and it builds itself. So if you're not getting a lot of value from it, I would encourage you to just start talking to your OpenClaw to tell it like more about you and your soul and like what you really want to get from it. And then telling it about some of the things you want to have. I have access to 5.3. Do you have access to Spark yet? Yeah, so that's what's up. And so what I'm gonna do is change the max output tokens for GLM 4.5 to 16,384. And then if I need to bump it up higher, I could do that. Great stream, thank you for sharing. Cool. I met Peter, correct. Yeah, I met Peter at the OpenClaw meetup, the first one. And that's where I was able to kind of hang out and like they actually asked me to, the person who was hosting the event, Michael Galpert, asked me to do a live stream on the side room. So it was really cool. So that's how he also came into the stream. All right, cool. So I gotta head on out and I'll probably pull up to some cafe soon and then see if I can get my live stream set up there. And that way we can really get some of this stuff set up and going. And then I'm gonna try to sign up for Pro and see if I can get access to Spark. And then if anyone knows anyone at OpenAI, let me know. And I would love to do a side-by-side comparison with the fast model versus compared to Spark. Yeah, 15 deep questions and responded via Telegram with a mic. Doing this every day. Yeah, cool, awesome stuff. Yeah, cool. So I'll see y'all in a little bit.